Who said fun workouts and exercise were just for kids? Welcome to ZooFit, and if you're not having fun with your workout, then you are doing it wrong. We make fitness fun, engaging, and impactful, but one thing's missing, and that's you. Yes, you. Let's get a little wild together with Wildlife Wednesday workouts so we can eat clean, live green, and train positive. Well, welcome once again to Wildlife Wednesday. I'm PJ with ZooFit, and June is World Oceans Month. We actually just celebrated World Oceans Day last week, and today is a special World Ocean Day of being World Sea Turtle Day. In addition to being World Oceans Month, it's also Orca Awareness Month. So we have a very special ocean-themed workout for us today. It's called Ride the Wave. The Ride the Wave is a high-intensity interval training workout. And what we're going to be doing is actually what I call a time wave or a time ladder. So we're going to start with a short period of time for each exercise. We're going to have about 15 seconds of work, 45 seconds of rest, followed by 30 seconds of work, 30-second rest, increasing to 45 seconds of work, 15-second rest, and then ending each of those rounds with 60 seconds of work, resting for a full minute, and then going on to the next exercise. So we've got 4 exercises. So it's going to be about a 20-minute workout. We've got the sea turtle swimmers celebrating World Sea Turtle Day. Then we're celebrating Orca Awareness Month. We've got our whale Spyhops. Round 3, we're going to be celebrating why we're bringing awareness to the oceans. We have rising tide planks. So again, working on saving the oceans, but also saving ourselves in this process. And then round 4, we've got our sea star crunches, another wonderful, great ocean wave, ocean dwelling animal. So you guys ready to ride the wave? Let's get started. Want more Wildlife Wednesday? Join the ZooFit tribe on Patreon, a fan-funded site where you can receive bonus workouts along with other behind-the-scenes glimpses, such as interviews, chapters from my upcoming book, and even connect with other ZooFitters. The link to Patreon is in the description down below. Now let's get started. All right, I will admit that the timer we're going to be using is a little bit different than just a regular timer. I am using an app called Seconds Timer, so you can make customizable timers for your workout. So we do have a specialized timer here for us. I'm going to go over the exercises as we are about to start that round. So we'll get to those modifications as you need throughout. But we've got round 1 for sea turtle swimmers. We're going to come all the way down to the ground on our stomach. And we're going to have, again, wherever your hands are comfortable. But for the sea turtle swimmers, we're going to bring our hands out, bringing our chest up, and then kind of doing what we call a breaststroke with our hands. So this is a sea turtle swimmer. Again, bringing up my chest as I'm doing my stroke. So I'm actually keeping my hands hovered over the ground. You can, again, do it as each repetition. You can bring your chest up and then place it back down on the ground. Place your hand, doing that breaststroke, doing that sea turtle swimmer. So you guys ready? Round 1, 15 seconds. And then we get a long rest. And then we'll gradually decrease our rest and increase our work. Ready? 15 seconds of work. 3, 2, 1. You have 15 seconds of that sea turtle swimmers celebrating World Sea Turtle Day. And we have 45 seconds of rest. Now this again makes it seem super easy, but once again, we're going to be decreasing that rest and increasing the amount of work. So do try to pace yourself throughout this and use that rest to get your breath back, and also again to keep focus on the exercise. But sea turtles are kind of hard not to talk about a little bit. We've got 15 seconds left. They're an amazing, amazing animal. They're a reptile, which means that they breathe air. They lay eggs. Going back to it, 30 seconds of work. They do come up on land to lay their eggs. So even though they live in the ocean, they are tied to the land in some capacity. But as I mentioned, they breathe air. And another 10 seconds left, guys. Keep it up. Another attribute for reptiles is that they have scales. So birds have feathers, mammals have hair or fur, and reptiles, like fish, have scales. So we got 30 seconds of rest, a little bit less. Once again, use that time to center yourselves. What's also, again, sea turtles range from different sizes. You've got the smaller ones like the olive ridley to the 1,000 pound or even larger leatherback sea turtles. Coming back, we've got 45 seconds of work doing what we can. If you need to rest a little bit, you can again do a brief rest and then get back to it. But unfortunately, with sea turtles, there are many, they're found in all oceans all over the world, that they are endangered. The number one threat to sea turtles is actually beach degradation, loss of habitat for them to lay their eggs. We got 5 seconds left, guys. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 13 more seconds. We have only 10 seconds rest left. Let's focus our mind. Our hardest round yet. We got 60 seconds. Ready? On the ground, and we're going. So it's important that we celebrate sea turtles all around the world, that we learn a little bit more about them, become aware of them, and do what we can to protect them. What I really like about these swimmers, I also have to admit, is that it's not just this is a back extension exercise. We are really working our core here, but I'm also working my arms quite a bit too. This is actually really good feels really good to my shoulder. So I'm kind of doing some lat pulls as I'm coming through. We got 15 seconds left, guys. We can do this. 1 full minute of sea turtle swims. 10 seconds. You've got this. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. And you get a full minute of rest. Now I'm going to explain our next exercise is our whale spy hops. So we got 15, 30, 45, and a minute round of Orca Spyhops, celebrating Orca Awareness Month. So what we're going to be doing is, again, we're going to be doing what we call a squat jump if you're able to. You're going to squat down all the way and then come up, jumping up into the air. Now don't worry if that's too much for you. You can do your squat and then just come up onto your tiptoes and raise your hands up to the overhead. Squat and reach your hands up overhead. We got 10 seconds left. We're going to start with 15 seconds of whale spy hops. And I'm going to be staying at the toe. I'm standing up on my toes and reaching up overhead. But I also brought over a chair for my longer rounds. I'm going to be even a little bit kinder. We've got 45 seconds of rest for my longer rounds, especially the 45 and minute round. I'm going to be squatting down to a chair. So you can do whatever you need to stay focused on this workout. Do what you can. That's like you make those progressive changes. Do what you need to make this a fun workout, but also accessible for you as well. So just about 15 more seconds. We're going up to 30 seconds of the Orca Spy Hops. I'm going to try this once again. 30 seconds off of the chair. See how my knees do. I'm squatting down, coming up all the way overhead on my tippy toes, coming back down. When I'm squatting, I'm actually also squatting. Most of my weight is actually in my heels. So I'm actually kind of doing a little bit of a rocking motion with this on my feet. 10 seconds left. And we haven't even had a chance to talk about, there we go. Haven't even got a chance to talk about orcas too much. Orcas are the largest member of the dolphin family. So most people think that killer whales or orcas are just another type of whale because they're called killer whales. But they're actually the largest member of the Delphinidae family, all dolphins that are found in the ocean. So again, just a giant friendly dolphin there. Right, 45 seconds. I am moving to that chair. So again, I'm not using the chair as a rest. I'm actually using it as a target. Touching that chair and then come right back up. This is our Orca Spyhop. So orca's largest member of the dolphin family. Typically, again, depending on where you're seeing orcas, they can weigh anywhere from 5 to 8,000 pounds, with the males reaching upwards of 11 to 15,000. Huge, a very huge animal. True king of at least the Pacific Northwest waters. And another thing to bring awareness, we only have 15 seconds of rest. We've got our minute here. Reason to bring awareness to orcas is that they are not doing as well as we would like them to, especially in Pacific Northwest. You guys got this. 1 full minute, tapping down, and then reaching up overhead. So the southern resident orcas of the Pacific Northwest have been classified as endangered, and their main threat is actually loss of food source. So a really simple way to help save orcas, dolphins, sea turtles, all sorts of animals is to eat sustainably sourced seafood. Let's not compete with our orca friends by eating a food source that they need for survival. So make sure that your food is sustainably sourced is a great way to save orcas. We've got 3, 2, 1, and done with the whale Spyhops. And we are getting ready for our rising tide plank. Again, another danger that all of our ocean animals are facing and that we are facing as well is that rising tide due to climate change. So to do a rising tide plank, actually you can bring your mat front and center. We're going to start in a full arm plank, come down to our elbows, trying to keep our back stable, hip stable, rise back up to the plank, to that arm plank. You guys got 15 seconds. You guys are ready? Let's go. You can get down to the elbow, come back up, trying to keep our core tight and keep our hips stabilized. There you go. Now, if you need a modification for this, you can bring the mat down to your knees and you can do this plank on your knees. Again, still working on keeping our core tight, but again, kind of alleviates a lot of the pressure on our shoulders. It makes it just a little bit easier on the core. So we can do, again, a straight arm, coming down to the elbow, and then coming right back up. So there you have a good modification. You guys ready? 30 seconds. I'll do this modified with you. Coming down here, coming back up. So the tide is rising on our oceans. There are some island nations that are thought to possibly disappear in the near future, unless we do something to help change it. So it's, again, not just about saving ocean wildlife, it's about saving ourselves. We got 5 seconds, guys. We got time for one more. And stretch that out. I'm going to give you guys one more modification. We've got my friend Sullivan joining us. Hi, buddy. Yeah, we're talking about your favorite subject, the ocean. Sullivan is an ocean buddy. But again, one other modification you can do is, if that's still too hard on your shoulders, is to do what we call shoulder taps. It's coming up from the front. You can just tap your shoulder, and then staying in that full arm plank rather than coming down to our elbows. You can also do this on your knees if you need to. Shoulder tap plank. Again, a good modification if the rising tide is still just a little bit too hard for you. So I'm going to come back up, showing we've got 15 seconds left. Keep that up, folks. We can do this. We can take on anything. Here we go. 15 seconds of rest, and then we've got our final round of rising tide plank. 1 full minute. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. Coming up, I'm going to do mine on my elbow, doing a actual rising tide plank, but on my knees. How are you doing yours? However way you're doing it, that's like you. Awesome job. Again, we can do this. We can tackle all the problems that we are facing one small repetition at a time, one step, one small action, one fun workout at a time too. Nice job. 20 seconds left. Can you do it? Keep going. I know it's hard. My mind wants me to stop, but I think we've got it in us for 10 more seconds. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. And stretch that out. Rest. We're going to get set up for our last exercise, our sea star crunches. We're going to work our core just a little bit more with the sea star crunches, but we're going to give our arms a little bit of a break there too. So we're going to lie on our back, and for our sea stars, we're going to have our hands stretched out to our side and our legs spread out also. We're going to have opposite arm reach across to opposite foot, meeting in the middle of our body. So raising both up, meeting in the middle, and then coming back down. Okay, got that? Let's get started. 15 seconds of work in less than 10 seconds. Get on your back. Sullivan's joining us. Ready? And let's go. So we call these sea star crunches because while we're laying down here, we resemble the famous, infamous echinoderm, the sea stars. That's right. Echinoderm, there's our word for the day. Echinoderm means spiny skin. And it includes all these really unique ocean-dwelling animals such as sea cucumbers, sea stars, sea urchins, and sand dollars. So they're, again, a pretty varied group of animals. They're only found in the ocean. That makes them pretty unique as well. Guys, we got 10 seconds left. We're up to 30 seconds. I'm going to show you a modification for this one. If you can't meet up in the middle, keeping your legs straight, you can bend your limbs. So you can bend your knee and come up and tap it. Bend your knee, come up and tap it. It is a little less intense, but it's still working our core. As again, especially if you bring your chest up a little bit, you're doing a little bit of a crunch. You got 10 seconds left. You can also bring your elbow to your knee. And relax. So we've got 30 seconds rest. We got 2 more rounds. We got 45 seconds coming up. Sea stars are also pretty voracious predators. They are actually a key apex predator in tide pools. That sounds really odd. We got 10 seconds left. Let's get ready. It sounds odd for such a small animal to have such an important role in the tide pool, but they are predators. They eat mussels, and they'll eat other bivalves, clams. And without the sea stars present, these mussels, barnacles, and other bivalves would take over the tide pools, and the tide pools would then eventually collapse. So we need our apex predators. We need our sea stars in our tide pools and in our oceans. Guys ready? We got less than 10 seconds here. And then we've got our fun 60-second round coming up in 15 seconds. Again, calming ourselves. 1 minute. You've got this. Pick your level. You guys ready? You can pick your level. You can do a straight leg. We've got a full minute of this. So you can pick your straight leg or bend your knee. Bring your elbow to your knee. Again, whatever combo works best for you. We are doing one last exercise for our ride the wave. This is it, guys. This is it. Can you finish? We've got 30 seconds left. Good, that one more crunch. Taking us to the finish line. Here we go. Celebrating World Oceans Month, and particularly today, which is World Sea Turtle Day. Let's keep going. 10 seconds. You've got this. You're doing it. Great job. And 3, 2, 1. And that triple beat means we're done. Nice job, everyone. So there you go. There's our ride the wave time wave time ladder. Let me know your thoughts. What's your favorite ocean dwelling animal, and how can you do a little bit more to appreciate them for World Ocean Month and help protect them as well? Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you all next time. Yay! You did great, buddy.